quick training for freelancers in Ftrack for Mass Effects Media. So when you get to Ftrack, you're going to log in. You'll log in with credentials either we sent you or you got an invite to log in. We've got different tabs up here, so you can go to Overview, our different projects. You can see a drop down of projects that we have. Reports you probably won't see, nor do you care about. But the main place where you will go, and this will be your home page, is My Tasks. So when you get to My Tasks, the page looks like this. You can see how many tasks you have, how many you haven't started, how many are in progress. You've got different ways of looking at this task area, the My Tasks tab. You can look at it as a task board. You can look at it as a task list. And you can also look at your schedule. The schedule is built out where we have booked events and we've marked you as what project you're working on. And then also we've put milestones so that you can see which milestones you have to worry about. This is generally just on our side to make sure that we're booking you out. Since you're a freelancer, you're more worried about the tasks that you have going on. But if you're ever concerned or interested in the other milestones and things, that's where you find it. I like to look at this in the task board view. So when you're on your task board, these are all of the tasks that you have going on. On the very left side are available tasks, which are hidden. Those are things that aren't yet ready to start. You can just ignore them and use the little eye to collapse them. Same on the right are your done and completed tasks that are hidden there. You can go ahead and leave that collapsed because you're most worried about here. When you're ready to take on a task, it'll go into your not started page. So the producer is going to mark it as ready to start. So you'll see it in that light blue. Just a quick breakdown on each of these little, I don't know what we'll call these, like little task info tags here. So when you're looking at them, what you'll see here when obviously when I hover, these little pieces pop up. This is to track your time. You can ignore the actions. This is to show who's been assigned to it. Some things have multiple people assigned to it. And then on the left there is what the actual status is of that task. So there are a couple different things that you're seeing here. You see that in the blue there, this is the name of the task. So general work time. This is the name of the video or project that it's associated with. So in this case, I'm creating a training video for Ftrack today, and this is in the Mass Effects General Project. Underneath, if I hover, you can't see it. So like you can see there, December 5th is the due date, and here is the priority. So this one is urgent. These have no priority. You can see they just say none. So December 5th is my due date for this one. When I'm ready to start working on a task, I can drag and drop it over to my in progress. I'm going to change it to in progress, and now I know that I'm working on this task. This also communicates back to our team that you've chosen to work on this task, and that's what you're working on now. When you finish a task, so boop, you go off, you do the task, and you're ready to upload something for review, there are multiple links that you can click on. So you can click on the video or the project. This changes depending on what this task is nested underneath. So you can click here to get the information on whatever the master object is that the task is on. But when you're ready to upload, you have to make sure that you click on this blue link. So this is the name of the task. You double check that this is the little task check mark and this says task. That way you know you're uploading in the correct place. So once I've clicked on that blue link, I go over to the versions tab and I can upload a version of what I'm working on. That gets uploaded. It's automatically set to pending review. And so this is what's called the version, pending review, and then I can set my task to pending review as well. So once I've uploaded something, I want to make sure that my task is also marked as pending review. The other way that you can do that, so as you can see, creating this video training for Ftrack has moved into my pending review. I can also drag and drop. So I'm putting that back to where it was. So this was in progress. I clicked here. I uploaded a version. I could also close that info panel and just drag and drop this over to pending review as another way to change the task status to pending review. So just to double iterate, I'm in the task. You can see the status is pending review, and then you can see I uploaded something and this is pending review. What's going to happen is our team will go through and we will open up and provide feedback on the task. Need to replace his head. What the heck? What are you working on here? Didn't even do your job. So then you'll get feedback posted on the versions, and then our team will go through and mark your task as revised, and they'll also mark the version as revised. What you're going to see on your side, I'm going to close that panel, is that task is going to pop back into your in progress area, and it's going to be orange, which means you've worked on it, you've uploaded something, and we have revisions for you. In order to see those revisions, we will click on the white part to the versions to see which one needs revisions, and you can click here to go and play your notes that you have. It's kind of annoying. You have to open it and then go to open in web player. It'll pop open in a separate place. You can see which ones you've chosen, and then you can see the feedback that we have. When you've finished it, you can click to mark as complete and then go back to your tasks, and you can re-upload. I'm going to click on the task, pop that open, double check that I'm uploading to the task, and I'm going to upload my revision where I've replaced their head. That's going to be uploaded as pending review. So this new version that I uploaded just a minute ago automatically gets marked as pending review. Either I change my task here to pending review, which lets the team know they're ready to review it, or I can drag and drop it here to let the team know that there's a version up pending review. We go back and forth that way until something on our side gets the AD will mark it as ship whip, the producer will mark it as whip to client, and then we'll know that it's client approved, and at that point we will mark your task as complete. You do not mark your tasks as complete. They either stay in pending review, come back to you, or they disappear. Once they're complete, they go over into the done side of things and you don't have to worry about it. So just a reminder, you don't mark your tasks as complete. You mark your tasks, either you move it from ready to start to in progress or over to pending review, and we move it back to revise, or we move it as complete. So that's the general overview of how to upload a version up to Ftrack.